Hello and welcome to this week's garden tour. We're now in December, so summer has hit. We've actually had one really hot day, one relatively warm day, and I think it's now going to rain a bit, but here we are at the far bed. This is in front here is a dill. And then I bought some pollinator plants because I'm worried about the plants not getting pollinated by the bees. And then we've got our chili in the cage. This grey pot and that grey pot, that's feed for the chickens. So they come in and they just nibble it. And then we've got the passion fruit, which they're growing, but very strange shaped leaves on it. On one plant. But anyway, we'll see what happens and how they grow, but they're looking healthy. So they've grown quite a bit since they were planted. And in the veggie pod, we've got the sage, we've got some basil growing, we've got some coriander, lettuce, which I need to get some more lettuce, some oregano, thyme, and then we've got the strawberries, which are going great. We're managing to pick a few strawberries every day, but we've got heaps more flowers. This variety I'm not keen on, but these ones, beautiful. So fingers crossed, hopefully we get lots and lots of strawberries over summer. Okay, so here we've got the sunflowers, zucchini, I think a cucumber's hiding in there, not quite sure. And we've got a tomato plant on the other side. The zucchinis are just going crazy. They're huge at the moment. Really happy with that. It looks like we're getting a couple of flowers, and we've bought another plant for the pollinators. So hopefully that will encourage them. That's on the other side. We've also got beans growing up the archway, and then we've got a tomato plant. It's nearly 8 p.m. So we put the lid on, but during the day we open up the lid, so we encourage the insects to come in, but then we want them all gone. There's a couple of tomatoes growing, so that's exciting. Okay, so our potatoes are still doing well, and then behind there we've got our I think it's cherry tomatoes. We've got a few little green ones growing on it, so that's producing quite well. Here's another view of our big sunflowers and zucchinis and beans. Maybe a cucumber or two. Haven't had much luck with the cucumber this year. And in here we've got the blueberries, which haven't turned yet. Should be turning very soon. That net's on to protect it from chickens. And then unnetted, we've just got another two blueberry varieties, which they're not really doing a lot at this stage, so don't need to cover them up. Then we've got the chilies down the front with the marigold, they're doing all right. They're not dead. I suppose that's one thing from these guys. Because they can reach them, and they ate all of our ones last year, so we didn't get any blueberries. My tomato bush is obviously an indeterminate, and it's now nearly as high as the clothesline, and the clothesline is wound up a bit, but heaps and heaps of flowers. We've got tomatoes growing in there. Obviously they're still green. But really happy with that plant. This next one, oh sorry, that plant over there, that's our parsley going to seed. This is our mustard one, which is not doing much at all. And then behind we've got the lettuce, and then we've got the sunflower and corn bed. The corn's coming along well. Just put those plants in there until I can get around to potting them. I think I'm going to pot a few of them in the passion fruit bed, and then I might do a couple of other pots here and there. But that's looking great. The sunflowers are growing, so I'm happy with that bed. Now we've got our mint, so that's the normal mint and the Thai mint. Behind, I think that's mustard seed, not 100% sure. And then we've got a marigold in with the rosemary, which is not looking too healthy at the moment. And behind there we've got the lemon tree, and they're getting some nice sized lemons on there. We'll see if I can zoom in on one. Nope, you're just gonna have to trust me. Yeah, so that's what's happening in my garden this week. I hope you all have a great week, and you're nice and safe and drive carefully on the roads, and I'll see you next week. Bye.